Hello everyone, how is going? My name is Robert, but I'm most known as TaToH in the AOC community. I have been playing AOC for a long time, and I'm from Spain. So beforehand, I want to apologize for my English. I will try my best to make it easier for you to understand me. I want to present you my Spanish series. Like I have been doing it on Spanish for 3 months already, and it's named From 0 to 2K. So the objective at the end of the series is like everyone reads 2K, or at least some of the people that is following the series. I will go really slow in this series, and I will go with a lot of details. So even in of that, I might forget important information. So if you consider that I'm missing something important, just leave a comment on the video. I will really appreciate it. We all know that the objective of this game is to destroy your enemy. So we're gonna learn to exploit to the max every 8, and we will try to find the best way to balance the economy and the military. For that, I will use my own hotkeys, but you can use the default if you want. I will use my own hotkeys on the video. That's where you have the keyboard below, at the bottom of the screen, sorry. You will have to practice a lot if you want to improve. And we're gonna set 3 gold rules. The first one is like not having town center idle. The second one is trying to keep all the villagers working. That means that you most likely don't want to have any idle villager. And the third one is trying to have your resources at the limit, unless you want to have or to research any expensive upgrade. Also, I want to add a new concept that is like more personal. It's not something exactly. So the concept is named timing, and what timing is like 30 game seconds. Okay, in game seconds, I mean, not real seconds. So for that, the first thing that we're gonna use before jump into the game is set the hotkeys I'm gonna use on this case, on this chapter. I will change only a few, so don't worry. We're gonna go slow, as I said. So we're gonna click on options, hotkeys, and then we're gonna change here the economic buildings to D, like I have here, D. Then we're gonna go to game commands on the left menu, and we're gonna search for go to town center. I have extra button there, as you can see, because my mouse has 2 extra buttons, so I'm using one to go to the town center. If you don't have any extra button, you can use any hotkey, it doesn't matter. Like maybe a space or tab, whatever. Space is a good one, space bar. So we're gonna change the town center, I have it already. Then the next one is villager build. We're gonna change the house to T, okay, T. We're gonna need the lumber can as well, so it's seat. There we go, seat, and then the mill. I think we are not going to need anymore. The only hotkey that is for default is Alt. That is somewhere there. Yeah, you can see here. Is on the outside. You see Alt key garrisoning. So I'm using this one. Okay, that's why if you go to hotkeys, you can see that garrison doesn't have a hotkey set because I'm using the Alt. Okay. So now to start, we're gonna start to a standard game. Just set map one, like area. And first thing that I have to mention is like most of the standard maps, like here on map style, most of them, there are a few exceptions, but most of them have always the same resources for each player. That means 8 ships, 2 boards, 1 pack of 3 or 4 tiers, 1 big gold pile, then there are 2 extra gold piles with less amount, and then 2 stones for each player. There are extra resources that you might find, they are like far from both players, but those resources are relatively close. So the first thing I will do is just get Magyar, for example, that doesn't have any economy bonus, and we're gonna jump into the game. Okay, I'm pausing. As you can see, we start with 200 food, and the bills is 50 food. So we can start creating 4 more bills. The idea is like having the population almost at the limit. We are forced to make a house, or 2 houses in this case. You always want to make 2 houses because otherwise the bills gonna be idle. So if we said we're gonna start building using 2 bills to build a house. Remember that the economic buildings is D, so we're gonna press D and then the T to make the house. Okay, so it's just DT will make a house, like here for example, and I will use another build to make another house. It's gonna be DT here. Okay, now I didn't speak about the control groups, but it's something really important. Using the control, and you have selected units and you use control 1 or control 2, you can assign a number to the scout. I don't know if you can appreciate it, but there is a 1. Okay, so that means that if you click the number 1, okay, you're gonna select those unit. In this case, I only have the scout, so I only select the scout. But if you hit, if you press stroke twice, the number 1, it's gonna move your screen to that unit or those units. Okay, so that means that having the control group 1 on the scout means that you will have always fast access to him. Okay, then we're gonna press the go to town center hotkeys, in this case the extra button, that's why you cannot see on the keyboard, and then the D to create bills. Okay, then we're gonna unpause. As I said, you have 8 ships. The first group is 4 ships, is really close to the town center. It's like on one big square like here. Okay, so you might find them really fast. You have to find them really fast. I'm gonna set all the ships to the town center. One thing is like you want to eat the ships under the town center, not here. Because if you start eating the ships under the town center, when they want to drop the food, they will not have to walk. If you do it like here, the bills will have to move. It's not that big, like it's just a few tiles. Well, it's 1 tile I think, but it's something. Okay, if you can improve that, it's good. Like you can see, they almost not waste time. If you are eating this ship, you will see like they will have to walk once they have the food to drop. We are waiting for that, so you can see. You see like they are walking. Okay, another thing is like we can see, where is the creating speed of the bills of the bill is 25 seconds. That means that the timing that I said is 30 seconds. Okay, and for me, a little bit I want to calculate. I use like 1 timing is the timing that 1 bill needs to collect 10 of the resources he's taking. For example, the ship, this will be like 60 food because I have 6 bill on this ship. It's 30 seconds. Okay, that's the timing. So we're gonna restart now, and I will not pause this time. As I said, I start creating the bills, go to the town center, then I select this 2B, DT, then this one, DT, control 1 for the scout, and I can start moving. I send all the zip to the town center. It doesn't matter if you get house, okay? Now let's start taking the zip under the town center, okay? As you can see, I always try to not have all the zips under the town center, because otherwise when they finish this one, they will jump into the next one. If you have a lot here, they can kill all of them. Okay, next thing is like, as I said about the timing, if you want to have if you want to keep the position of the bill, because as you remember, the first gold rule was not having the town center idle, you need 6 bill, because if the creating speed of the bill is 25 seconds, is a bit less than one timing, okay? Okay, I will do that. That means that if you have 6 bills on foot, they will collect like 60 foot more or less each 30 seconds, so that means that you will have enough food to keep the bill production, and that's something that we want. This is the first gold rule, right? So the first thing is try to find the 4 zips, then start collecting them, eating them, and then what we're gonna do is jumping into wood, because we don't need more food for now, okay? Wood is the most important resources, so that's why we need a lot of wood. So the next thing is like, every time you have 50 food, you're gonna make a bill. That's why I post. I have 86 now, so I will unpause. And as you see, I don't have any more zips left there, so I will send another one. Once we find a good spot, like a good forest, big forest, to make the lumber, we're gonna create it. Remember this D set. As you can see, the lumber has to be really closer to the lumber. Don't leave a space between the lumber and the wood, okay? It's the same like here. Having the lumber close to the wood means like the bills will not have to walk. Another thing that you can use at the start when you are learning is using the flags. That means if you are holding a shift hotkey, you can add flags. That means that if you do this, the scout will follow those flags. As you can see, I will impose and you will see. You see, like the scout is following that. Okay, another thing is like using the every time you are like 12 of you are 3 away from the to get house, or 2, you're gonna make a house. DT, okay? You want to make a house. The last thing I want to do is like hand a board and make the mill, because we are using. When I want to hand a board, I assign Control 2 to the zip eaters, okay? And then if I find the board, okay. Another thing is like the mill is DX, so we're gonna start taking food, and I want to find the board. Where's the board? It has to be close. Okay, there's the board. Okay, we are going to hand the board now. So what I'm going to do is like here. I'm gonna reset loom, because loom gives more extra SP to the bills. Like they have 25 with loom is 40, so they can. And I will assign the number 3. I will hit twice the board, 1, 2, and then I will click to the opposite side of the town center. If I am coming from the right with the bill, I send it to the left. If I'm coming from here, I will send it here. And then I will click to the number 2 to select all the bills. And click on the board, okay? If you have to carry some because you are like super low on HP, remember that you have the alt hotkey, okay? So using the alt hotkey will garrison. So this is the starting way, okay? This is not the build order to start, but it's like using how it's working the arcades a bit. We are going to have more details in the next chapter. So to practice, how we can practice this? The best way to practice this is like creating again, and instead of random map, we're gonna choose deathmatch. It's just to practice the hotkeys, okay? So what you want to do is like practicing the Lambert. We're gonna do this using the D. Go to tab center D, DT, DT. So you want to learn the hotkeys. It's not to win. You have a lot of resources. That's why I'm using deathmatch. Just using the hotkeys. And I will, even that I don't have wood, I want to use this just to learn the hotkeys. As you can see, I'm not using the shift to create a lot. I'm using it to learn the hotkeys. Okay, that's a good way to learn the hotkeys. So you can do that. And once you consider that you have a good practice with the hotkeys, you should try what I did on the game, reaching like 13, 14 population and trying to have one board, okay? So this is all for the first. I hope you find useful information. I know that is maybe for some people this is like too noob, but as I said, we're gonna go really slow. So if you want to support this project, I will appreciate it if you can share this video with your friends or people that is starting to play on multiplayer and they are finding so much problems. Or even if you want to donate because you want that you feel like doing it and you can afford it, this is really important. You might find a link on the description of the video. And as well, if you have any doubt or you have any advice, just leave a comment and I will try to answer as fast as possible. Also, something I forgot to mention is about the mods I use on this video. You will find both links because I used two, okay? Those two are Pussywood and Maximum Extended Help. You will find both links to the mods on the description of the video as well. So thank you so much for watching and see you next time.